Hello YouTube. Once again we will explore the farthest reaches of the solar system, and we will look at Europa, or Jupiter 2, the smallest of the four Galilean moons orbiting Jupiter and the sixth closest to the planet of all the 95 known moons of Jupiter. And there is a reason we're going to look at it. So let's continue. It is also the sixth largest moon in the solar system. Europa is about the size of our moon. Its diameter is slightly more than 3,000 kilometers. The entire surface of Europa is covered with a layer of ice, which suggests that the ice has frozen over the ocean, which also covers the entire surface. Its depth is huge, about 160 kilometers. There may be more water in the Europa's ocean than on Earth. Europa may have life. Scientists have made an important discovery. A mysterious source of carbon dioxide has been discovered on Europa. Observations made using the James Webb Space Telescope near-infrared spectrometer indicate that the carbon dioxide is present on the surface of Europa, satellite of Jupiter. The place with the highest concentration of it was found in the area of a chaotic pile of ridges and cracks 18 kilometers wide, with the name Tara region. Two teams of researchers were engaged in data processing at once, and both came to the conclusion that carbon dioxide oozes from the satellite itself and is not brought from space along with asteroids, meteorites, or comets. Most likely, the gas source is located in the ocean that covers Europa. The ocean itself is hidden by many kilometers of ice. There has been no doubt for a long time that the Europa's ocean, the salty ocean, really exists. On the contrary, there is evidence. Salt was found on the ice crust covering the surface of Europa. Its deposits were discovered back in 2013 by Mike Brown from the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena and Kevin Hand from NASA. Using the powerful Keck-2 telescope installed on Mauna Kea, Hawaii, Europa's salt is similar in composition to Earth salt. It contains magnesium sulfide, sodium, and potassium chlorides. The ocean periodically splashes it on the surface to the holes and cracks in the ice along with water. The salt settles down, and it becomes visible to spectroscopy devices, since it reflects light differently than ice. Sometimes the ocean releases powerful jets of steam. One such was captured by the Hubble Space Telescope in the same year, 2013. The jet burst out of the area, the south pole of the satellite, and rose to the altitude of 200 kilometers, meaning straight into space. According to calculations by Lawrence Roth of the Southwest Research Institute in San Antonio, Texas, and his colleagues, the water was escaping at the speed of about 3 tons per second. The chaotic accumulation of ice in the Tara region area was created by water. Erupting from time to time, it forms jagged ridges and cracks that brings carbon dioxide to the surface. Scientists have received another reason to celebrate, especially those who do not give up trying to find life in the solar system. They were delighted. Of course, meaning life outside of Earth, of course. After all, the ocean, the salt water in it, and carbon dioxide support the hypothesis that someone can live in this ocean under the ice of Europa. And not some pathetic bacteria, but much larger creatures, like terrestrial fish or octopuses. Maybe something else. Future missions aimed at Europa, ESA's JUICE probe and NASA's Clipper, will certainly not find aliens. That's what the scientists tell us. And scientists actually warned about this directly. They know. They have the evidence, apparently. But the missions will be able to check how justified the expectations themselves are to detect extraterrestrial life. And you know, scientists can make mistakes too, right? Should we go into examples? Or Richard Greenberg from the University of Arizona's Lunar and Planetary Laboratory at Tucson suspects that oxygen should also be searched for in Europa's oceans. According to the calculations of the scientists, this could have been carried from space by the solar wind. Life-giving gases formed on the surface as a result of the bombardment of ice by solar wind particles, and then the enriched ice cracks, shifts and falls into the ocean depths due to the gravitational influence of the gigantic Jupiter, its tidal forces. As a result, oxygen gradually saturates the water. According to Greenberg, there is now no less oxygen in the water of Europa than in the Earth's oceans. It took only 2 billion years to get that much. The current oxygen is sufficient for the vital activity of various creatures with a total weight of 3 million tons. So stay tuned, Earthlings. Something lurks in the oceans of Europa. And we will not be told immediately if the scientists and space missions find something, but I tend to think they will. And it's very interesting to look at the apparatuses being tested today on Earth for the possible underwater missions on Europa. I'll bring you more interesting facts about outer space and the solar system. If you like my research, please support me through the links you'll find in the description to this video. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all your attention to my work.